The five elements of earth, water, air, fire and space, these five elements are the basis of this body, or the basis of this planet, or the basis of the whole creation. These are the five ingredients with which creation is made. The most fundamental process of yoga is referred to as Bhuta Shuddhi. Bhuta Shuddhi means to cleanse the five elements. If you practice Bhuta Shuddhi, every aspect of yoga, every practice of yoga is just a small extraction from the fundamental process of Bhuta Shuddhi. If you cleanse the elements sufficiently, then you attain to a state which we refer to as Bhuta Siddhi. That means you have a certain mastery over your five elements. The five elements which are the basis of the construction of this body and this creation, once you have a little mastery over them, now your body, your mind and the nature around you, everything will be under one's command. This is the fundamental process of yoga, that one wants to attain to a state of Bhuta Siddhi so that the life process is no more an accidental process. Life process is not a compulsive reaction to the situations in which we exist, but life process is a conscious process. Once life is a conscious process, to be pleasant is natural, to be blissful is natural, to naturally move towards liberation is inevitable. Essentially, you are seeking pleasantness within yourself. You want this life experience to be pleasant. You may call this pleasure, you may call this happiness, you may call this joy, you may call this any number of things. Why you want to go to heaven? Because the advertisements say, it's a very pleasant place. Isn't it so? So you are only seeking pleasantness. You want pleasantness within you, you want pleasantness around you. So in trying to create pleasantness around us, we can only be successful partially, never 100%. Because now suppose we want to keep the situation pleasant, I need all your cooperation. Yes? One of you can stand up and make this nasty. Not in my experience, you can make the situation ugly, right? The very nature of outside situation is such, not a single situation in your life will ever happen 100% the way you want it. Yes? Only two people in the family. Is it happening the way you want it? Oh, not at all. Not your husband, not your wife, not your parents, not your children. Nobody happens 100% the way you want them. Does anybody happen? Not even your dog. These days they do their own thing. Nobody happens 100% the way you want them. That's all right. But at least this one person must happen 100% the way you want him, isn't it? If this one doesn't happen the way you want him, this is a lost case. That one doesn't happen your way, that one doesn't happen your way, that one doesn't happen your way. That's not the problem. This one is not happening your way, this is the problem, isn't it? Tell me, if you could determine the nature of your experience, if you could touch the source of creation within you, when I say source of creation, what did you have for lunch, son? Huh? For lunch, what did you have?
Roti.
Roti. See, roti, flat thing, no good for anything. You eat this, over the afternoon, this roti becomes a human being. Yes or no? Has it become or no? How did you gather these kgs? Just the food that you've eaten, isn't it? You give it a banana, over the afternoon, banana becomes a human being. If I sit here, take a banana in my hand and make it into a human being, who do you think I am? Creator himself, isn't it? Every one of you are doing this or no? You are making it into a human being. When I say a human being, the most sophisticated piece of creation that we know right now, yes? You're making a banana into a human being. Is this a small phenomena? Is this something to be ignored? If you find access to this, if you find access to that which is capable of making a banana into a human being, if you find access to that dimension of intelligence and competence within you, if you just touch it once, you live your life magically. If this one was happening 100% the way you want him, would you keep him blissful or miserable every moment of your life? I want to hear this. Glad for your choice. So if you're going through stress, tension, unhappiness, misery, fear, nonsense, obviously your body, your mind, both are not taking instructions from you. Yes? If your mind was taking instructions from you, would you create misery? No. On a certain day, a lady went to sleep. In her sleep, she had a dream. In her dream, she saw a hunk of a man standing there, staring at her. And he started coming closer, 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 closer. So close she could even feel his breath. She trembled, not in fear. And then she asked, "What will you do to me?" The man said, "Well, lady, it's your dream." Whatever is happening in your head is your bloody dream, isn't it? Yes or no? Whatever is happening in your head is your dream. At least the bloody dream should happen the way you want it. When you're not able to manage your dream the way you want it, how are you expecting the whole world to happen the way you want it? They are also in the same mess. They are also not happening the way they want. And they also think you are not happening the way they want. Obviously, this is one big mess. This is a big mess not because the world is going wrong. This is one big mess because we are conducting this most sophisticated equipment that you have, most sophisticated machine that is here, the most sophisticated mechanism that is here, which you call as human being, accidentally.